Welcome back to my channel. We're going to talk about money. We're going to holding myself accountable, and I thank you for being here to allow me to hold myself accountable to you and to hopefully give you something to think about when it comes to your beauty budget and the money that you spend if you have a beauty budget. And if you don't, still giving you something to think about because the economy is changing, y'all. It has changed. It's going to continue to change. And so we need to know, what are we spending and on what and why, and can that money be best used somewhere else? Groceries are going up. Skincare is going up, gas is going up. So do we need to continue consuming more and more makeup when we know we really have enough? Having said that, I made some purchases that I'm not beating myself up about, but I purchased it for the wrong choice. But it's something that I do really enjoy and I really love. So that's where it kind of gets a little convoluted. And so we'll get to that though. Everything I'm going to talk about, I have spoke about, and I have probably shown you. This is my June beauty budget update. Purchases, what I saved, what it was, if there was a discount, if there was a code, whatever. So we're going to run through all of that and we're going to tally it up at the end. And I just added everything up and I was like, holy Toledo, Batman, I spent that much on makeup beauty stuff in June. My beauty budget is still intact though. It's low. It's a little low. But it's okay because it's not zeroed out. And what else more could I actually want to buy? I know we can always find something we want to buy. But so we're going to just get into it. So Ulta and Sephora had point multiplier events. So for Ulta, if you made a $50 or more purchase, you earned 250 points. And actually, I earned more than that. I actually earned 326 points because I'm the top tier. There's nothing to aspire to. So don't be like, oh my gosh, no. And I don't buy a lot, even though when you hear the final number, you're going to be like, yeah, that was a lot. But the stuff I do buy is expensive. So what I purchased, because I know I'm going to use it, another Fenty face primer. Y'all know. That's one of my go-to face primers. And you've seen me use it already. And why am I picking up the wrong thing? Juvia's Place now has, where the hell is she hiding at? Oh, I do curse on my channel if you're new here. And there's an organism that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches. I do always say excuse me whether I think you heard it or not. Juvia's Place came out a black lipstick. My favorite lipstick color. And I actually really freaking like it. And so that's what I purchased from Ulta. My order was $51. And as I said, I did earn 326 points. And for Ulta, the points add up to cash that you can use anytime you want to. Rakuten was having 2% cash back. It did say for the Fenty, there was a free gift for purchase. I did not receive the free gift for purchase, and I'm okay with that. Because sometimes I just give them away. That lime bag, that huge bag that was a free gift for purchase before, I gave that away to a friend of mine, and they were like, oh my gosh, because they love green, and it said like lime crime. They were like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. So that was like a perfect gift with purchase to gift to someone else who actually was just like, oh, this is so great. Sephora, this was not within my low buy. My perpetual low buy is not buying anything without a code, a coupon, if it's on sale, point multiplier, that type of thing. Nothing full price. My perpetual low buy is nothing full price. I broke it. I bought the Sephora, not the Sephora. I purchased from Sephora the Natasha Denona Golden palette. I've already knocked out 10 looks with that palette. This looked like it could be done with that, but this is Biba. So now I'm doing looks thinking like, I have other palettes I could do similar looks. And not even trying to. So I'm just like, because I didn't think I had a lot of golds or neutrals. But yeah, this could have been done with the golden palette. But anyway, we will talk about, I think I talked about that when I did this look today. Today is July 2nd. It'll air the end of the month probably. I don't know, maybe next week. I don't know. So $69. So I broke my perpetual low buy. Ulta, you know what? We're not, oh, I need to minus that out. Okay, no. I did a point multiplier thing for Drunk Elephant, but we decided a couple months ago not to include skincare in with makeup because skincare is a necessity, whereas makeup is not. So we're not going to count that. But do I need to minus that? No. Okay, my numbers are correct. Point multiplier, the same code as the previous Ulta order. $50 or more, you earn 250 points. For this order, I purchased a backup of the Hourglass finishing powder in Radiant Light, because y'all know I love that powder. And I actually earned, instead of the 250 points, I actually earned 350 points. And Rakuten was having 2% cash back, and that cost $56. What else Notoriously Morbid. Thank you to those of you who use my code for Notoriously Morbid, because they do credit. And so I ordered the Gold Dust Woman palette, which was $34.99. There was $5.70 for shipping. I used affiliate credit. The total price would have been $40.69, and so I did not come out of pocket for that. And I will definitely be showing you that palette and thanking you again for using my code, because that allowed me to just get this and not pay out of pocket. Scott Barnes, these are, I got 3 Scott Barnes orders. Wait a minute. The hell? Okay, so this is what I was saying I was not, I don't want to say not proud of, because I'm not beating myself up about it, because y'all know I love Scott Barnes brushes. And I purchased some more brushes. I need to put this, when is that video going live? I did a brush collection video by brand. So when you see that, that was filmed before these purchases. So it's going to be kind of convoluted. So I do apologize for confusing you if some of you do get confused, because I don't upload linear. I upload, well, I film linear, but I don't upload linear. So again, today is July 2nd. I made 3 Scott Barnes purchases. Y'all know if I like a brush, I get more. And sticking with my, this annoys me, but there's nothing I can do about it. It's scar tissue from a procedure from the dermatologist a couple years ago. Random side note. They had, it was a Hello Scott 30 for 30% off your order. And that's when I had purchased most of the brushes that I had from before. And so I purchased another eye fan brush. What the hell? Let me just take out Scott Barnes brushes so I can show you. And the most recent ones, I have them in here. I washed them and put them back because I was going to show you like in a haul video, but I don't think we're going to do that. So the eye fan brush is number 61. I realized I had like 5 of these, and I'm like, that's freaking weird. And so I got another one. And this is like, girl, what? And also I was dealing with anxiety, and I really don't even know why. And so my solution was even out your number of brushes. It's silly, I know, but we cope with things whatever way we can in that moment, and I just kept purchasing more and more brushes, but I do know I'm going to use them, so it's not a waste. And the brushes I have from him, I've had, oh my gosh, I don't even know. You would have to look back in my Scott Barnes playlist and see when I first ordered these brushes. It was years and years ago, and they held up extremely well. So I ordered one of these, and the eye blender brush, the number 62. Where's the number 62? Wait a minute. Hold up. This is the number 62, and you've seen me use these brushes. So I purchased another one of these, and I purchased the Flawless Face Brush, number 65, because I only had one of these, because when I went back to get one before, they were no longer available, or they were not on sale, or there wasn't a coupon code. So now I have 2 of these. I should update that collection video, because the numbers are going to be off, but we'll just leave it because y'all know we wacky over here. So I purchased another one of this. So these 3 brushes came to, with the code, with the 30% off code, these came to $79.80. Scott Barnes is expensive, and that's why I get them on sale. So put those down. So that's that order. I would say I was out of control, but I was dealing with stuff like we do, and as I said, it wasn't the best choice, but I do feel good about knowing that I am definitely going to use these because I really enjoy these. So my second purchase was another number 61 brush, because I had 5, and I'm like, why do I have 5? Because I don't have like odd number brushes like within like a set. So I don't know. So I purchased another one of those. And I purchased 2 more of the 62 brushes. Because this was an odd number too. And I'm like, why do I have odd numbers of brushes? I was dealing with anxiety and stuff was just going through my mind. And for some reason, I'm like, I need to even out my number of brushes within the brand as far as the eye brushes. So I got 2 of these. And that code was Shine20 for 20% off. So for 1 of this one and 2 of this one, with the 20% off and including delivery protection, it was $59.85. And that's with the 20% off code. Okay, we're going to skip to the third Scott Barnes purchase. The third one was 3 days after the second one. So I was really just like, why are these brushes not even numbers? And I have a thing where sometimes I wonder if I'm autistic, and there is a spectrum, because certain things at certain times just really just, I'm just like, what the fuck? And so I was looking at it and I'm like, I realized why the numbers were off for this one, which wasn't an even number with this one. And so I'm like, I really need to fix this. And so it was a thing with the numbers not matching up. And I was just, and I know this probably isn't making sense, but if you have a thing with numbers, or when you're dealing with anxiety, you start, counting things, or you're trying to like even out things, and for like OCD type stuff, everything has to be lined up properly or counted properly. If you deal with that sometimes, then this will make sense to you. But if you don't, you're gonna be like, yeah, this is really a crazy troll nation, because she just like, why does she have to have the same number of brushes that she has the same number of these? I know how it sounds, but this is me. So the third purchase, I bought another number 63 brush, because I realized the number of this one didn't equal the numbers of these. And I'm laughing because it's like, what the hell is, what? Yeah, so I purchased another one of these. And because this one wasn't an even number, I purchased another one. And I need to just add, I'm gonna put over here how many of each Scott Barnes brushes that I have. I'm gonna put that over here somewhere, because this is just freaking ridiculous. And I purchased, and y'all know I don't even really use these brushes, but I'm gonna use them because I got them. For some reason, I just felt like I had to have them. So even though I washed these and the sleeves, these are some of the newer ones. I purchased, because I had none, and I probably had one and gave it away. I purchased 2 of the number 60 brushes. And this one is the Lip and Eye Duality Liner Brush. So this is for what I would use it for, which is what I really thought of first. When I do graphic liner, put a line under my brow. You can use it for lower lash line. You can use it for upper lash line. You can use it, for lining your lips. So I'm like, so I didn't have any, so I got 2, because I don't want just one. And I remember, excuse me, ooh, a hiccup and a belch, go girl. So rude, I know. But I didn't have any, and I'm sure I had one before, or I thought that I had one before. I'm sure I did, because initially when his brushes came out eons ago, I purchased the whole set. So I know I had at least one, and somewhere along the line, because I don't really use these types of brushes, I gave it away. And yeah, so now I got 2, but I'm going to definitely be using them. Yeah, I know, y'all, it's ridiculous. I know. So that order with that same Shine20 20% off code with delivery protection, the total cost came to $72.98. I will say this, makeup brushes are an investment, because I've had these since they first came out eons ago. I'm gonna put over here what year that was, or when I purchased the first one, because I'm gonna look back at the video, and the video won't say when I purchased it, but it'll give me I know I purchased it before that video. But the only thing I'm annoyed about is like there's just one long hair, like right here. You see that? And I'm like, why are you there? And I'm pulling it, it's not coming out, so I am going to cut it. So that's annoying, because these brushes cost way too much. Oh, one came out. And I don't want to pull them out, says me, who's still trying to pull it out. Because if you pull out enough, or if it sheds enough, and his brushes do not shed, y'all. Well, they haven't, I should say. Because if you pull out enough, or if they shed enough, sooner or later, it's just going to fall apart. They're all just going to come out of the ferrule because of how they're glued in there. But anyway, Sidebar. So that was that order. My Mercari order, I showed y'all the Sigma brush case, and I have a project coming up that I'm gonna use this for. And this is way bigger than what I need because it holds like more brushes than I needed to hold, but that's gonna be a project that I'm working on. And that was 15. She wanted 18, I offered 12. Delivery was $4, and so I paid $15.99 for that. And it was used, and I showed it in the video, but it looks, look at this. This is brand new, and even on the inside. And I did clean it up a little bit, up where the creases were between the flap that you fold down to cover the brushes. But she had, it looked like she had only used the first two. This thing, look at this. The only ones like up here, I took a Q-tip, with alcohol and just wiped under here because there was a little shadow there, and on this side it was a little bit shadow under here. But these two didn't look like they were used at all, but I cleaned them anyway. So this is way more than I need. So these are for larger brushes, these are for thinner brushes, which is cool how they did that. And these are for thinner brushes and these are for larger brushes. And so I don't need all of these, but then who knows? If I go away for like a month vacation, I can pack like a whole lot of brushes. So I have a project coming up on what I'm gonna do with that. That'll be a separate video. The last purchase was Mad Witch Cosmetics, the Chance palette for $49. There was a 20% off code. Shipping was $6. And so I paid $45.20 with it. After the fact, I found out that half the palette was pressed pigments. And so I went back and forth with the owner of the brand. She was amazing. They refunded me. Well, she said when I get it, and I talked about this in the video, she said when I get it, don't even open the box, you know, put a new label on it and send it back. And so I said, well, what about like shipping costs? And she said that she would personally refund me shipping to send it back. And so she did. I, you know, did the label, sent her a picture of it. She did refund me like immediately for shipping. But in the end, I only paid $6 to have it shipped to me. And so I'm like, okay. And I did get a 20% off, which took $9.80 off. And so that covers the shipping and a little bit more. So I'm not tripping over $6. So all of this stuff, and I'm like, this is a lot of brushes and backups, which were good. The face primer was good. The lipstick, because y'all know I like black lipstick. Thankfully, I do like it. The golden palette, which I've been, you know, I used that to death already. Radiant Light, which y'all know I love. Y'all know I love Notoriously Morbid. I'm excited to get that, hopefully by the end of summer. I don't know. I wish they had a thing where if you're an affiliate, you can get it quicker, but it doesn't. And then all the rest were the Sigma brush case and Scott Barnes brushes. So all of that stuff, let's see what the numbers say. I was surprised how much it was, but looking at what I paid for Scott Barnes, so where was I? The first order was almost $80. Second order was $60, and the third order was $73. So why was I surprised at the total number? Okay, so $51 for Ulta, $69 for Sephora, $59, excuse me if I heard that in my throat, for the Hourglass. Scott Barnes, $79.80. What was this thing? Something was $59.85. And I don't know what, oh, that was another Scott Barnes. And $72.95 was Scott Barnes, $15.99 was Sigma, and $6 for shipping. I feel like I'm missing something because I did skip as I was going through the numbers. But we have $51, $69, $56, $79.80, $59.85, $15.99, $72.98, and then the $6. So for June, I spent $410.62. I did the numbers twice. Because I was like, what? Yeah, $410.62. And my beauty budget is still good. There's still money in there. But I was just like, it was the brushes. That's what it was. Because I spent, you know, 75, where is it? 60, 73, and then 80. That's, how much is that? I don't even know, but that's like half of this right here. But they are quality brushes, and I do really believe that brushes are an investment. if you get good brushes, they should last you years and years and years and years and years. And again, I'm going to put over here how many of each brush I have from him. And I'm going to put when did I first buy his brushes. Because aside from these right here that I just talked about in this video, I've had the mother brushes that long and you've seen me using them and they have held up well. No problems at all with his brushes. So that'll be it for this video. Let me know your thoughts on that. And if you don't have a beauty budget, I encourage you to have one. And also, I say it quite often in these types of videos, if you're shopping with a credit card, and if you don't pay off that balance every month, and if you have an interest rate on that credit card, you're not getting that sale price. It can be 20% off. If your interest rate is 7%, you're not getting that 20% off if you don't pay off that entire credit card balance by the end of that billing cycle. So I want that to really resonate with you, that you can be like, oh, it's on sale, I'm going to get it. It's on sale, I'm going to get it. But are you really getting that sale price? If you're using a credit card and and you carry a balance and you have an interest rate on that credit card, you are not getting that sale price. You are not saving what you think you're saving. And so that's what makes this important to me. It is a journey. I first started not purchasing makeup with credit cards. That was the first step. And the second step, well, I was on a perpetual low buy for a while. And so that was the first step. Not buying anything full price. I would break it every now and then. Not buying anything full price. The next step was not using credit cards to purchase makeup. Makeup is a desire and it's a want, and it can be very strong. It is not a need. It is not a necessity. You are not going to cease living if you don't buy makeup. It is not a necessity. Even though sometimes we think that it is, it's not, because we don't need it to survive. So not using credit cards for makeup purchases. And then it was, okay, so what can I do? I have various accounts, and there was a couple of them that I really wasn't using. So I thought I will make one of those my beauty budget account and just figure out what money will go into that and only use just that account. So when it's done, it's done. And it's connected to my bank, and so it's a debit card purchase. It comes straight out. Whatever the sale price is, that's what I pay. I'm not paying interest. I'm not paying fees. I'm not paying anything except what the cost of that item is, and it comes straight out. So that was the third step, was figuring out what am I going to use for my beauty budget. And the fourth step was, how much am I going to put in there, and where's that money going to come from? So my YouTube money goes in there, the monetization goes in there, my Mercari sales, that money goes in there, and I put $50 in out of my VA disability every month. And when I co-host an event at Baltimore Playhouse, I put $50 in there. So in the least, there's $50 from the VA in there, but other stuff does trickle in. And so that's why I'm surprised that I spent $410 in June and there's still money in there, because stuff does trickle in. And what else goes in there? I think that's everything that goes into it. I think that is everything that goes into it. But because I didn't purchase a lot last month, so when it's there, it's just there, and when it's gone, it's gone. And so I do think about, when I want to purchase something, I'm looking at the numbers like, if I take this all the way down, what if something comes along I really, really want, and then I'm like, I can't afford to get it unless I use a credit card, and I refuse. I'm not going to use credit cards for makeup stuff and or for makeup brushes, because it's not a need. It's just a want. So that's where we are. I hope these beauty budget updates are helpful to you, just hearing, my process and what I'm doing. And I thank you for allowing me to be here to hold myself accountable by letting you know how I'm doing and where I am with whatever's going on with my purchases. And so let me know if this gave you something to think about. Let me know if you don't have a beauty budget. Are you thinking of having one? And have you thought before that if you purchase with a credit card and you keep a balance and you have an interest rate, have you thought about you're not getting that sale price? And so that means your credit card balance is going to continue to go up. And the way this economy is going right now, if you're not in that top percentage of like beyond wealthy people, things are going to get worse. I really believe so. And so I would like for us to really think about what's more important. Do we want to keep running up balances for makeup, or do we want to start squirreling stuff away in case the system just crashes, which I don't think it will, but things are just becoming more and more expensive, and I don't want for any of us to be broke. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we're going to go check out whatever's going to pop up over here. Always lots of information down below. Thank you for hearing me out. Thank you for allowing me to be here to hold you accountable for myself. And that'll be it for this video. As always, even though we didn't do the intro, as always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you will see me soon.